What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a very, very, very special episode of Hypetalk. And like always, we got Big Boy Johnny.
What it do?
We got TANG, aka Pretty Rico.
What up, y'all?
We got Sky Pilot the dog. And today we're gonna be doing a part 2 of what to do on a first date, featuring everybody's favorite, the Friendzone or Endzone game. Y'all ready?
Let's go. All right, you guys. I felt like we went over some good stuff in part 1.
True that.
What? Yo, we covered everything in the rule book from freaking do's and don'ts.
Yep.
Etiquette, how to dress, what to do.
Yep.
Yet we're still left with unanswered questions.
You're darn skippy. We're left with a lot of unanswered questions, man. I went on a first date, not too long ago, and I gotta tell you, I felt like everything was going right. We had a real good conversation. We were very engaged, eye contact, all that.
Talk to him.
Talk to him. She was even rubbing on your boy's bald head. I even let her touch the head, son. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like a little crystal ball,
I was hoping after the crystal ball, she's gonna say if we had a future together or not. But I ain't even heard from her, so
man.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Happens to the best of us. I had a recent date one time, and man, we had a conversation. It was all good. Talked for 2 hours straight. Talked about the future, kids.
Hey, kids?
Talked about the future. You know what I'm saying? It's just you get the good vibes, you get the good energy, you do everything right in the book, and I didn't get the second date.
I got the right segment for us right now.
Alright.
We're gonna follow up with a little bit of Friendzone or Endzone.
Let's do it, Bob.
Today, we have a series of questions that we're gonna ask regarding a first date, the actions on a first date, and if you guys feel that if it's a Friendzone
Help me!
or Endzone. She Snapchats every 15 minutes what you guys are doing.
Oh man, that's Endzone, baby, because she's Snapchatting you, she's putting you in her story.
Oh, that is kind of true. At first my whole thing was like, man, she should have enough respect and manners to keep it one-on-one, but it's almost like she's just trying to show you off, kinda. You know what I mean?
You know what? We are in a new kind of age, era where social media is kind of everything, and you want to show off what you kind of.
It's like showing the world.
Yeah.
Like, look at me, look at me.
It ain't like she's trying to hide you, from the world. Like, let me shine real quick on a date.
So what y'all saying is if she's Snapchatting everything, then it's all good. But if she's Snapchatting just her things, then it's the wrong way.
Wrong.
But the question I just asked is she snapped you guys. That means that this is an Endzone. Right. She brings up her ex during the date.
Oh.
I'm gonna let y'all answer that. I already know what's going through my head, but I'm gonna let y'all answer that.
Man, that's Friendzone. Because you just met her. Y'all don't really know each other like that to be talking about the ex right now.
Some girls though, it's just natural to talk about their ex. Maybe they had a pretty long history. It depends how she wraps that one up. If she's like, you know what, actually enough about him. Let's talk about blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
If she wraps up that whole segment with like that, then I feel like you still have a chance to be in the end zone.
So if she don't catch herself slipping and she's still just talking about her boyfriend on and on throughout the whole thing, that's friend zone. But if she catches herself slipping, give her a little pass. That might be just she's trying to get out of that element right now.
Yeah.
Next question on our list. She casually makes body contact with you. Little.
Oh yeah. Don't. Okay. But yeah, that's friend zone, baby.
That's Endzone.
I mean, that's Endzone. I'm in Endzone. That's Endzone,
man. You see, I'm cool with the little touchy. He wants the whole grabby. Okay.
Brother just trying to get a slice of cake. Richie trying to get the whole cake.
So any type of like physical communication, or chemistry.
Like touching the shoulder. Maybe leaning over to look at your phone, showing you something.
I don't know why you keep making me the example. Stop touching me. Period. You stop touching me. All right.
She got an Uber to the date. I think this is a real tricky one. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about
this. That's Endzone.
Okay, Endzone for Richie.
But why though? You gotta...
Because that conversation is gonna come up to be like, oh, she's gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing afterwards. I might catch an Uber ride, and that's when I drove the whip here. You trying to whip with me?
So that Uber ride back to the house might be the Uber to the house.
Hey,
that is
Uber
Endzone.
everywhere.
That is Endzone.
Uber everywhere.
Uber everywhere. Pre-rolls in the.
Next question. She asked to bring her friend to your so-called date.
Oh man, that is terrible.
Unless it's a double date, okay?
And you bringing Casper?
You bringing Casper.
I'm thinking how nice it would be to have friends.
If she does that though, maybe you could be like, yeah, I got the
Can I
homie
bring a
though.
friend?
Yeah, can I bring a friend?
See, so audible. See, you gotta think about a game plan right
you
away.
carve her right back.
This is where you have that ultimate wingman. So
hey, Johnny, I'm gonna need you to go on this date. Don't ask no questions. I don't know what the other girl looks like. You just come and show up, okay?
So in this situation, guys, it's it may be friend zone, but with the wingman, it could end up being end zone. How good your wingman is.
Moving on to the next question. She eats off your plate during dinner. Hey.
That's end zone.
All right?
That's end zone.
I feel like for me
Cause
personally,
you're already sharing germs.
when I like to share my food, I likes you. So just know that, ladies. If I'm sharing my food with you, I like you, right?
That is very, very true. Like, it just kind of shows that she's really comfortable with you.
Yep.
You know, and on the first date, that's kind of hard to break that ice, that comfortability to share food. You know,
Food is a sacred a plate. You know what I mean? Like people really enjoy their space when it comes to food. So if they're open to sharing with you, then you got the end, my friends. Next question. Almost one of the last questions. She mentions her parents are on vacation.
Hey. Okay.
I know what that means.
we even have to answer that end zone, babe. You just gotta make sure you show her a good time and just you know what? It's almost like jumping a gun on this date. You're like, I don't forget the date. What am I gonna do with you after the date?
Let's be very honest
That's
with
what
this.
I see. I had these plans, but let's go to the.
Let's go back to the crib.
Those words are very.
They're like golden words. Like
This is your opportunity to go back to the crib and play some Scrabble, play some Pictionary,
you know
play
what I mean.
some Uno. You know, just good board games, good vibes. Carry the night away. That is end zone.
Last question, you guys. Last question, okay?
All right.
It's a very important question.
All right.
She has a family emergency.
It depends.
Nope, she has a family emergency.
Okay. If she asks you to come with, that tells you
Oh, that's a great
there's
one.
future end zone.
Wow,
No,
you know,
'cause-
I didn't even think about that. Automatically, I was like, that's friend zone.
Yeah.
Because she gonna need somebody to comfort her.
Okay, no, that's a great one. If she asks you to come with, it's like y'all saving the world together. You know what I mean?
Y'all say, okay.
Like y'all the duo.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
She already
okay.
put you guys as a duo. But yeah, I like that a lot.
But if she says, you know what, I have to go, doesn't explain herself, just says fan mercy, doesn't explain herself,
Just leave.
If that happened, I would little brother.
like,
What you mean he gotta get picked up from school? Let Jose play in the playground.
here's another thing too. If she's willing to maybe put a little bit down, pay for the meal a little bit,
Okay.
and then, you know, kind of go, that kind of shows it's like genuine.
No,
If
no,
she
it
just-
does not.
if she
'Cause
just bounces-
you the type to get real. You the one to get played by that. Cause oh yeah, she paid for the date. It was great. She just had to go though. Like you know.
I've been giving these girls the benefit of the doubt.
Come on, player.
That wraps up our segment for Friend Zone or End Zone.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up the different scenarios that may happen on a date. And as crazy as they may sound, these types of things do happen. So you just got to be aware of them.
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has a different experience. Even some of our answers might be wrong and it could benefit you in some ways, but at the end of the day, it's almost like you gotta really just communicate with them if you feel like it is friend zone.
The biggest takeaway that I got out of us doing this video for the first dates is that you are setting expectations moving forward with each other.
Man, it's crazy because a lot of people go on these first dates and they're not on the same page as the other
Exactly.
person. So it's really important that you address these things. All right, guys, thank you for checking out that part 2 video on what to do on a first date. Thank you, Johnny CHIM. Thank you, Tang. And that's pretty much it. And until next time, we out.
Peace! Trevor here, reporting live with Pretty Rico. Rico, what do you have to say to the people?
I mean, you know, I just had a great first date. Everything went well. I just want to let you guys know, check out this video on the left, check out this video on the right, and be sure to leave your comments down below on some tips that or experiences you guys had on your guys' first dates, how it went. Did you guys get a second date? Did you not? Because I know I didn't. I know I didn't. Okay, I thought I had a good date, but I did not. Other than that, we hope you guys learned from this video. We plan on doing more relationship videos moving forward. See you guys soon. Peace.